Everyone knows there are tons of cute kids in the Kardashian-Jenner family.
How cute is this?
And that the grown-ups love to splurge on them.
What do you always want to do, go in a limo?
Sure, the kids probably don't need their own fleet of mini Bentleys, but you have to admit they're pretty cute. Wyoming Ranch. The Kardashian-Jenner family spares no expense when it comes to family vacation time, but this time Kim Kardashian and Kanye West decided to buy instead of renting a place to travel with their kids. The couple spent $14 million on a ranch in Wyoming for the family to vacation. Of course, this meant the kids needed all new, adorable riding outfits. While there were some reports that the family is relocating, Kim says this isn't the case. She clarified that she, Kanye, and the kids consider the property a vacation home and not their primary residence. Redecorating. When this family isn't buying new properties, they're sprucing up the ones they already have. Penelope Disick decided she was jealous of Big Brother Mason's room and wanted an upgrade, and Scott Disick was all too happy to provide. He hired interior designer Willa Ford to give Penelope a picture-perfect place to play. This little girl had some big ideas of her own, including pink walls and a new chair. All in all, Scott's budget for this project was $15,000 to $20,000. Balloons. Some of us view a bedroom upgrade as a reasonable splurge even if we can't quite afford to spend tens of thousands of dollars on ours. But this family also sees parties as absolutely essential, even if the birthday boy or girl isn't old enough to remember them. Just take a look at the totally over-the-top party Khloe Kardashian threw for her daughter True Thompson. True was treated to somewhere between 1,200 and 2,000 balloons, not including the elaborate arch. All in all, it's estimated that Khloe spent about $8,500 on just the balloons for this epic bash. Playhouse. When Scott Disick started his show Flip It Like Disick, he decided to get construction started in his own backyard by building his kids a lavish playhouse. Scott was inspired by a home he spotted in Forbes magazine and decided to create a version of it for his own kids.
I'm gonna try to build the most extravagant kids playhouse you've ever seen.
It's as luxurious as an actual house and even has some of the same amenities, including a loft bed. When all is said and done, this insane playhouse set this dad back $100,000 and took him months to build. The extravagant playhouse will serve as a connection to Scott and Kourtney's home. Music box. Most grandparents delight in spoiling their grandkids, and Kris Jenner is absolutely no exception. When Kim and Kanye's daughter Chicago turned 1, Kris bought her a music box. It's a sweet gift, but of course this isn't your standard present. It's a Louis Vuitton music box, which costs $3,350. The website describes it as the most poetic of gifts, but it's also one of the most expensive. Stuffed animals. Most little kids love stuffed animals, and Stormi Webster is no exception. But instead of clinging to just one plush pal, Stormi literally sits on a throne made out of them. When Stormi was only 11 months old, her father Travis Scott bought her a chair made out of plush toys designed by brothers Humberto and Fernando Campana. It's kind of like a strange little kid version of the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. Similar creations sell online for $15,000 and go up to $25,000, but it's likely this custom job cost even more. Royal Stroller. When Chicago was born, Kris Jenner bought a Silver Cross stroller for her granddaughter. If you're a huge royal family fan, you might notice the Balmoral pram, which is the same one Kate Middleton pushed Princess Charlotte around in during her christening. Just one of these strollers will set you back $2,700, and Kris bought 3 of them. That's just over $8,000 on strollers alone. Tiffany necklace. North West may be young, but she's already getting gifts from Tiffany and Company, and not just from her family. When North was 7 years old, she received a very special Valentine's Day present from her pal Caden Mills. He's the son of Kanye West's pal Consequence, and he helped pick out the perfect present for North, a task which is a lot easier when money is no object. It looks like Caden selected Tiffany's Elsa Peretti open heart pendant, which can cost anywhere from $300 to $725, depending on what it's made out of. Pretty in pink. Penelope Disick isn't the only one in the family partial to the color pink. Khloe definitely spared no expense when getting ready for the arrival of her daughter, True Thompson. This includes buying a clear acrylic crib from Nursery Works for $5,000. And of course, what nursery is complete without an Hermes Avalon cashmere throw worth about $1,525? DIOR purse. The kids in the Jenner family definitely don't have to worry about staring down empty closets. Honestly, a single kid in this family has more shoes than we do. Not that we're jealous or anything. But sometimes having a daughter who's a fashionista isn't fun when they start borrowing items from your closet. Just ask Kim Kardashian, who discovered her fashion-forward daughter North was a fan of her metal DIOR purse. Not only is it DIOR, but it's one of only 10 ever made. You know, a bag that exclusive just has to be expensive, and this one definitely is at $35,000. Mini Kelly bag. While other kids are playing with stuffed animals, Stormi is literally sitting on a throne made out of them. So it's not too surprising she prefers to play with grown-up accessories instead. According to Kylie, one of her favorites is a mini Kelly purse by Hermes. When the design first launched, bags were starting at $8,150.
This one I'm definitely gonna let Stormi wear, probably.
The bag was originally a gift from Kourtney to Kylie, but Kylie decided it would work better as her daughter's first purse. Louis Vuitton. But don't worry, because there are definitely enough designer bags to go around in this famous family.
Are you putting my purse on the floor? I don't need to borrow your bag.
Why buy just one mini Louis Vuitton handbag when you could buy 8 of them? We can't afford to subscribe to that logic, but apparently Kim Kardashian can. She purchased 8 of the bags as gifts for North, Chicago, Penelope, Dream, Stormi, and True, plus 1 for herself and 1 to keep for later. At $1,100 a piece, this shopping trip cost Kim $8,800 at the end of the day. Disney trip. Disneyland may be the most magical place on earth, but it's also one of the most expensive. But you know, Kim and Kanye just had to splurge for the VIP treatment for Northwest. Just the tickets for everyone alone set them back over $1,000. Then they opted for 6 hours of private concierge service at a rate of $400 an hour for a total of $2,400. Add on some meals and souvenirs, and this famous family spent at least $4 grand on their 6-hour-long Disney trip. Birkin bag. Fans know that Kourtney Kardashian is a fan of Hermes, and apparently her daughter Penelope Disick is following in her footsteps. Little Penelope has her very own hot pink Birkin bag, which costs an incredible $8,000. Hey, at least it matches her perfectly pink and also very expensive bedroom. Baroque jacket. Penelope isn't the only one of Kourtney's children who has a flair for fashion. Just take a look at Mason Disick and how great he looks in this over-the-top jacket. Kris Jenner took her grandson on a shopping spree and treated him to this exquisite Baroque print padded coat by Versace. If you're hoping to add this jacket to your collection, you should know it won't be cheap. In fact, it costs about $3,125, but it's still less than half of the price of sister Penelope's baby Birkin bag. Bentley. Just because you can afford to buy your kid the best of everything doesn't mean you won't be judged for it. Just ask Khloe Kardashian. It seems like people are ready to tear apart any gesture she makes for her daughter True. So you can probably guess what the internet had to say when True debuted her pink glitter-covered mini Bentley. Sure, it costs an astonishing $2,000, but it is pretty cute. Fendi stroller. Remember earlier when we said we had a stroller even more expensive than the one Kate Middleton used for Princess Charlotte? Let us introduce you to the Fendi brand stroller Kylie Jenner used to push Stormi Webster around in. Fendi print is a big deal, even when it's on a baby stroller. The price tag for this stroller is an incredible $12,500. Mini Lambo. While the other kids in the family are cruising around in their mini Bentleys, Stormi Webster is more of a Lamborghini gal. Just take a look at her black Louis Vuitton printed Lambo. This car costs about $389 and it's parked in front of a $400 toy Ferrari. Considering some of the crazy expensive cars Travis Scott has treated Kylie to, we definitely see a lot more vehicles in Stormi's future. Custom VETEMENT dress. Just take a look at this adorable example of twinning between Kim and North. How can you put a price on this beautiful mother-daughter time? Well, let's just start by talking about Kim's VETEMENT dress, which she wore to see Kanye West in concert at Madison Square Garden. The dress likely cost over $9,000, and since they don't make a kid's version, you know North's custom version could not have been cheap. Shoe collection. Just because her daughter couldn't walk yet was no reason for Kylie Jenner not to go totally overboard buying her shoes. Not only does Stormi Webster have a staggering quantity of shoes, but you know they're all top quality too. There's $1,000 Giuseppe Zanotti, $275 Gucci flats, and some $50 Nike Air Force Ones. Did we mention these are baby shoes? All in all, Stormi had about $22,000 worth of shoes before she took her first steps.